Halo teman-teman, kembali lagi bersama saya Adrian Gamez. Oke, kali ini kita akan bermain game Genshin Impact Indonesia. Oke, di Genshin Impact Live Streaming Indonesia ini kita akan eksplorasi santai lah ya teman-teman. Eksplorasi santai sampai cari-cari artefak buat Raiden Shogun, jalan, sama Furina. Ya salah satu lah. Kita nggak tahu dapet yang mana ini. Semoga dapet yang bagus gitu loh teman-teman. Semoga teman-teman.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Sebelum itu kita selesaikan dulu misi ininya ya. Misi apa namanya? Misi hariannya dulu. Aduh. Yelan. Udah tahu. Enakan pakai yelan sih kalau aku bilang. Kenapa? Soalnya enak aja, jadi main trot gitu loh. Lebih cepet bunuhnya. Belum cerita ternyata. Halo, welcome. Wih, kakek. Halo, welcome.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Gimana? Sudah anu belum si Furinanya? Sudah mantap belum Furinanya? Aku sebenarnya nggak tahu ya kalau misalnya itu perlu apa yang diperbaiki untuk Furina sama punyanya kakek kemarin itu.
It's getting a little cold.
Aku juga nggak ngerti kan. Soalnya kan yang ngerti itu si Suhuyu sama Yuren. Kalau untuk masalah-masalah teknis gitu. Kalau aku mah ngertinya sama HP tok malah.
Busted.
Ih. Halo Gan, welcome. Oh, aku meta yang paling kuat aja.
Quietly now.
Jadi tergantung apa. Sebenarnya mau ganti meta ke Tiknari sih. Tiknari enak juga loh. Buat Tiknari Yelan enak juga tuh. Tiknari Yelan enak juga. Tapi kan kalau Tiknari aku masih ngembangin lagi nih. Aku yang udah ada aja.
This is great. I feel so relaxed all
Iya.
over.
Berarti masih bikin lagi dong. Masih bikin yang lain aku. Dan aku juga nggak terlalu banyak hero. Tiknari enak loh. Wah, mantap. Aku Tiknari Yelan itu makanya nih sekarang rencana mau tak bikin Tiknari. Tapi kan aku mau nyari buat Yoimiya sama itu. Tapi nggak apa-apa sih sebenarnya. Cuma Tiknari enak banget sih. Juga sih, tapi metanya mau siapa lagi? Aku masalahnya nggak terlalu banyak dan apa ya, karakterku masih dikit. Kalau karakterku banyak sering gacha mah nggak apa-apa. Karakterku dikit. Iya juga ya. Streamer lain kan banyak gacanya. Gacanya banyak. Habis itu juga gimana ya? Juga waktu itunya kan juga banyak buat nge-upgrade-nya. Iya sih, tapi ya masuk akal juga sih. Kalau aku kan ini aja gitu loh, yang tak upgrade gak banyak gitu.
That's time.
Paling enggak sih aku bisa ganti Yoimiya atau ganti Raiden.
Take it easy.
Dongli tetap Bennett tak ganti itu, tak ganti si iya sih. Siap, makasih kakek. Nanti tak ini. Berarti aku mesti ngupgrade yang lain juga dong. Soalnya aku sih nggak ngikut meta ya. Aku yang penting Yoimiya ada di tim udah gitu aja. Yoimiya, jalan. Palingnya Zhangli sama ini yang tak ganti. Kalau mau tak ganti, ini bisa tak ganti Mona. Mona pun aku belum jadi.
As the
Mona
stars foretold.
aku belum jadi.
Sure.
Ini paling enggak belum mau masukin jalan sama Yoimiya. Siap. Nanti tak cari lagi tam meta mana lagi. Iya sih, pikiran sih. Soalnya aku yang penting efektif gitu loh. Yang penting gampang, efektif, sama cepet udah. Cepet kebunuh, cepet efektif. Udah gitu. Iya sih, emang harusnya gitu. Tapi kan belum ini, belum keluar lagi, belum rerun mereka. Dan aku nanti mungkin masih nunggu Yoimiya. Jelas. Jelas kan masih nunggu Yoimiya dong. Yoimiya udah mainnya santai enak gitu. Yoimiya, Dongli udah nunggu tuh.
Stay close and you will. Gotcha. Quietly now.
Aku sebenarnya sih kan ngikutin ini. Apa gitu loh.
Written in the stars. Game's up. Time's over. Inazuma shines eternal.
Ini damage-nya lebih kenceng dari Yoimiya sih. Kalau boleh tak bilang nih damage-nya lebih kenceng dari Yoimiya sih ini. Tadi mau ini buat dulu. Tadi mau tak itu salah buat itu dulu. Aduh salah. Iya sih bener sih. Enggak bener yang dibilang si kakek bener sih. Makanya kan aku kadang bingung juga. Awalnya aku mau nganu Genshin Impact juga bingungnya di situ. Kalau aku kan memang biasanya yang cepet, mudah, gampang, udah gitu aja. Kalau variatif kan harus ini, apalagi satu karakter aku belum pada jadi aku. Dan kalau mau jadiin satu karakter kan memang lama. Kalau mau ngurus kayak gitu kan agak susah. Mesti kayak streamer lain tuh agak susah. Mereka duit udah banyak. Mereka duit udah banyak. Modal buat top up juga banyak gitu loh. Kalau aku kan mainnya ini low spender. Jadi ya nggak bisa. Kalau memang mau variatif ya aku tak coba variatif, tapi ya semampuku. Iya nggak bisa dibandingin. Mereka streamer lain modal juga udah banyak, modal udah gede, donasi juga gede. Gimana mau disamain? Penonton ya udah banyak.
Solidify.
Busted. Gotcha. Shine down.
Emang tim Hydro itu udah
Fate is upon you. Here comes the catch.
tim Pyro itu udah paling enak gitu.
There is no escape.
Udah segala kondisi lah ya. Separah-parahnya masih bisa nembus. Suruh ganti meta. coba pasti tak coba, tapi ya
Hooray!
semampuku nanti.
Gonna be epic.
Masih enak nih, masih bisa nih. Iya sih. Enggak, aku enggak ini juga. Tapi memang benar itu.
Delve into the stack. Busted. Quietly now. Teamwork is dream written in the stars. Fire hazard.
Siap, makasih masukannya kakek.
Feel better. Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha. Busted.
Juga kalau nggak bawa shielder. Shielder bisa juga.
Order, please.
Itu masih efektifan yang tadi. Iya. Santai aja nggak apa-apa.
A walk would. Stabilize.
Gotcha. Here comes
Iya sih. Iya sih, selama ini kan aku cuma Yelan, Yoimiya, Dongli aja yang aku tahu.
Off we go. Teamwork is dreamwork. Time for a
Ya kepinginnya sih meta tak ubah-ubah ya. Cuma ya masalah di dananya. Masalah di dana. Ya kan aku juga YouTuber baru, bukan YouTuber lama yang sudah berapa tahun gitu. Ini aja aku baru berapa bulan kan mainnya. Baru berapa itu.
Take it easy.
Dan dari awal streaming belum ada yang donasi gitu.
Quietly now. Busted.
Jadi kalau mau ngubah yang kayak kakak bilang itu ya agak berat juga gitu. Agak berat di ongkos juga.
Adventure time. I'm going in. Gotcha.
Ya,
Fire hazard.
halo welcome. Physical damage. gadgetan baru enak ya, langsung di depan ininya, langsung di depan kuncinya. Biasanya kan dari belakang ke depan dulu. Lumayan loh,
Solidify.
bantu banget sekarang.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Time for a light show. Gotta watch
Oke
it.
oke, thank you.
Let's light it up. Everybody stand. Fire hazard.
Aku pengen tak jadikan si dulu sih, tak jadikan si Mona dulu. Mona katanya enak loh. Mona tuh harus damage kan, biar sakit. Tapi Mona tuh nggak sakit ya. Dulu dah, damage. Nah, kita perlunya retret sih sebenarnya. Nih, kita nih. Ayo, energy recharge. Udah ada HP. Kalau mau komplit itu enak sih. Quick trade, quick damage, energy recharge udah. Selesai. Viral abis 12 kapan ya? Halo Bici. Bang boleh review fotomu? Oke siap. Mana? Mana ini? ID-mu? Boleh dong. Putau ya? Putau.
Add Astra.
Kok aku jadi penasaran nih putaumu kayak gimana?
Add Astra.
Santai, nggak apa-apa. Weh, thank you. Aneh nggak muncul gitu? Nggak muncul. Weh, thank you, Bici. Kok aneh nggak muncul? Wah, kayaknya lagi itu tuh. Salah ini, salah channel aku itunya. Harusnya muncul ada kayak itu dinosaurus loncat-loncat gitu. Sorry. Kayaknya memang mesti tak anuin dua-duanya gitu loh. Aku juga reviewnya sepengetahuanku ya.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl.
Kirim ID, gak apa-apa.
Ooh.
Hah? Kirain ID apa? Gak apa-apa, oke, siap. Nah itu Bici, makasih. Kita bilang bagus loh kamu. Critical rate, critical damage udah elemental master mungkin ya. Tapi nggak tahu nih kamu maunya main apa, mono pyro atau apa ini? Kalau mono pyro ya nggak usah elemental master harus. Oh alah, koma. Gua bilang konstelasi bintangku. Gua kadang suka sensitif gitu kalau sama orang kalau minta review. Konstelasi tiba-tiba 3, 4. Aduh. Nah, aku nggak begitu paham ya. Cuma kayaknya kalau kamu nggak mainin ke maksudnya misalnya Futau Yelan atau apa gitu loh. Misalnya Hydro Pyro itu kamu ya nggak perlu sih elemental master kalau menurutku. Yang penting critical rate sama critical damage. HP harus ditambah. HP udah. HP itu minimal progresnya 30-an. Seingatku. Cuma aku lihat ya artefakmu. Artefak. Ya, lumayan loh. Ini nggak bisa diganti lagi nih. Ini nggak bisa diganti. Ini udah bagus banget nih. Kalau aku bilang bisa, tapi mungkin apa ya? Aku soalnya nggak pernah dapat critical damage sampai 35 itu nggak pernah. Oke, siap. Nggak pernah sampai dapat 35 tuh nggak pernah. Ini mungkin kamu masih bisa ganti nih. Ini masih bisa ganti nih. Masih bisa bulu ini. Attack aku ragu ini. Ini aku ragu. Mungkin kalau kamu hoki bisa. Kalau dilihat dari artefakmu yang sebelumnya. Pyro. Oh ini bisa banget ini. Ini harus diganti nih. Kamu kelebihan defense. Kelebihan defense itu. Aku inget dulu punyaku ini kayak gini, kayak punyamu. Tapi critical damage. Critical damage 28, defense 10%. Dibilangin ngapain? Oh, aku ganti HP atau IM. Ini rekomendasinya apa? Belum dapat yang bagus. Memang kadang-kadang kalau mau dapat yang bagus tuh harus apa ya? Harus lama gitu loh. Cuma aku nggak tahu rekomendasinya pakai apa itu dia. Bukan pyro damage ya? Pyro damage kayaknya bagus deh buat mainin kalau sendiri ya. Gitu. Kalau dia jadi damage utama itu kayaknya bagus loh. Cuma aku nggak paham, soalnya aku nggak punya Futau. Dan Futau tuh mainnya tuh kan HP-nya harus rendah. Aku nggak suka main HP rendah. Aku sukanya tuh main HP full HP. Udah itu. Makanya kan aku timku Yoimiya, Bennett, Zhongli, sama Yelan. Jadi enak gitu mainnya. Ya yang simple dan efektif lah ya. Susah nyari. Memang udah susah tempatnya. Soalnya aku pernah nyari kayak gini tuh di ini. Di punyanya ini loh. Aduh. Nama karakternya. Punyanya Xiangling. Itu kan aku mau tak masukin ke Pyro. Remake utama aku kan Pyro. Jadi agak susah nih. Ini loh. Aku mau cari buat ini. Pyro kan. Gila. Terlalu susah. Pasti. Punya aku aja ya yang Yoimiya ini ya. Ini Yoimiya aku udah dibilang agak sempurna. Tapi masih naik devnya. Dev 10. Ini masih lumayan lah attack ya. Ini lumayan lah attack juga. Ini loh, dev masih. Sedangkan kalau mau tak ganti susah. Dia 26% sudah. Punyamu tuh hoki 30. Pertahanin aja kalau mau. Kalau aku sih nggak ganti. Soalnya ya susah nyari 26% ke atas. Bagiku. Ini belum pernah. Kalau udah pernah mah enak gitu loh. Paling hoki sih ini aku 28. Udah. Aku pas waktu itu kaget 28. Enggak sih paling hoki nih. 20 ya 28 25-an lah. Paling hoki sudah itu. Gak ada lagi, gak ada yang lebih tinggi, gak pernah. Tapi semangat ya. Bici, semoga bisa lah ya dapat artefak yang kamu mau gitu.
Add astro.
Tapi gimana ya? Kamu nganu satu karakter itu bener, aku juga kerasa susah. Ini Yoimi aku aja 2 bulan 3 bulan ngambil itu aja nggak selesai gitu loh. Cuma satu? Oh, di ini cuma satu. Lah, apa gimana nih?
Add astra abyssal.
Nggak, maksudnya ini loh, kok aku nganu Liuwe cuma satu? Bukannya Yelan ada? Nah, Yelan itu ada. Kok Yelan nggak masuk? Hah? Apa kali? Ngebug kayaknya. Tau lah, biarin aja lah. Ngebug kayaknya, biarin lah. Nah, baru ada. Pokoknya kalau ngejar sempurna susah lah. Ini aja aku udah nggak terlalu ngejar Yoimi. Yang tak kejar sekarang malah ini, malah buat si Mona. Biar buat nambal ini loh, nambal elemental masternya. Nambal critical rate-nya. Critical rate kan pasti ditambal ini Yoimi-nya. Sedangkan aku bingung. Ada pensi, soalnya temanku pensi. Temanku juga banyak sih yang pensi. Gak tahan gacanya itu loh. Bukan gacanya sih masalahnya, apa ya? Bukan masalah gacanya. Nyari artefaknya itu lama gitu loh. Aku juga kerasa ini aja aku lama banget loh nyarinya. Lama banget. Capek. Lamaan. Kadang rasanya udahlah, Yoimiya udah tak biarin aja, nggak mau tak usik-usik lagi gitu loh. Nggak mau tak urus lagi. Tapi boleh sih tak naikin. Kalau misalnya bagus, lebih bagus dari yang banyak. Itu ceritanya. Kelamaan. Habis itu dia kalau naiknya benar critical rate. Kadang aku naikin minta critical damage, naiknya defense. Kadang mau defense naiknya critical rate. Repot. Oh iya, setuju. Aku setuju itu. Tuh, ini 14. Resin mah nggak 1000 kurang kayaknya. Kurang. Ini nggak hoki udah. Ini udah nggak hoki, udah lepas gitu. Jangan dipaksa. Soalnya nggak hoki tuh. Di sini juga harus belajar melepas gitu. Kalau nggak hoki jangan diteruskan. Halo, welcome. Ya, tapi ya pasti. Tapi ada juga yang hoki. Kadang dia ada yang 3 minggu aja sudah ini. Gacha artefak. Iya, memang gak usah ditanya itu. Gila itu. Gacha artefak susah. Ini. Defend tapi. Alis. Berapa sih? 12 hari lagi ya? Aku nunggu senjatanya Yoimiya nih.
To Take it easy.
Semoga nih senjatanya Yoimiya ini dapat aku. Senjatanya Yoimiya kalau dapat asik sih ini. Pengen eksplorasi lagi aku. Iya dong, pokoknya itu 12 hari lagi ganti banner langsung tak gacha. Langsung. Lihat aja langsung tak gacha. Oh iya. Oke, thank you. Thank you loh sudah menemani. Oh iya, Hamim. Ntar mau gacha siapa? Fase 2, fase 1 gacha siapa nih? Memang mau daftar ya? Dulu nggak daftar deh perasaan. Ah iya juga sih. Iya Hamim. Itu gimana cara nambah darahnya di Apo 2 itu? Kemarin bingung ya nambah darahnya gimana? Jadi gue masih bolak-balik keluar masuk itu. Keluar masuk markas. Parah loh. Parah. Gue jadi sudah jauh-jauh jalan. Tiba-tiba ketemu sama yang sandal itu loh, yang robot gede. Gua ditabok. Level berapa itu? Ya minimal level 10 kan lawan. Gua level 6 atau level 7 sudah gua lawan itu. Enggak. Itu level 6. Yang level 10 itu yang suntikan itu gila, bronya gua langsung disuntik tuh bronya gua. Halo, kakek. Gila langsung disuntik. Langsung mati bronya gua. Padahal gua kepingin lihat animasi disuntiknya dulu. Luar biasa itu kalau animasi disuntiknya. Kagak loh, gue nyesel. Awal-awal gue langsung bunuh itu. Langsung gue bunuh awal-awal. Itu nyesel banget gue. Tahu gitu gue biarin dulu disuntik, gitu gue liatin dulu. Halo. Kok cuma bisa di markas? Kok nggak ada yang bisa diambil? Kayaknya sudah selesai deh. Berapa eksplorasiku? Eksplorasi 90% loh. Enggak, itu 2 kali tabok aja udah mati itu. Bukan masalah itu, 2 kali tabok loh. 2 kali tabok langsung meninggoy. Bukan masalah itunya, gue kepingin lihat animasi disuntiknya. Asik kan? Nah, kau tahu sendiri lah animasi disuntiknya kayak gimana. Menyenangkan bos. Animasi disuntiknya. Gue pingin itu lagi tuh. Ya sayang gue animasi disuntik gue tuh Gak adam suntiknya. Yang disuntik berbatang. Kalau pro-nya langsung seneng gua. Auto seneng gak sih? Masih ke pro-nya auto seneng gak? Iya. Nah, tapi kan auto seneng. Kalau misalnya bro-nya yang disuntik. Kayak gak mengerti aja, enggak. Kagak apa-apa dikurangin. Yang penting bronya yang disuntik. Wih, aku main udah 40 menit aja, gila. Amat waktu. Sumpah, aku kira masih 15 menit loh. Belum. Punya gua gak disuntik. Yang disuntik punyanya Adam. Makanya gua kesel. Gua kepingin lihat bronya disuntik. Masalahnya udah keburu level 10 musuhnya. Ya biji man. Gua mau anu. Makanya gua nyesel. Tahu gitu gua biarkan disuntik aja bronya dulu, itu sakit banget, dua kali tabok loh. Ini nyesel banget gua. Tahu gitu biar bronya aja. Gua biarin dulu disuntik-suntik gitu. Masalahnya gua langsung bunuh. Ya Adam yang kena suntik. Pas gua udah mau level 10, 2 kali tabok mati. 2 kali kagak sampai kena suntik. Mati sudah bronya. Timido tapi paling mantep sih Timido sih. Damage-nya kenceng banget ya. Pas ngedodge habis itu nerjang, ya kan nerjang itu. Perlu misi world, iya ya. Belum misi world ya. Mungkin habis ini kita misi world dah. Habis main ini eksplorasi bentar lah ya. Habis itu nanti temenin lah. Misi world dah. Gila itu. Iya ya. Tiap hari apa tiap berapa hari sekali tuh? Amin. Tiap berapa hari sekali? Kan kalau nggak salah di open world itu Kamis atau berapa tuh dia baru bisa buka kan? Mungkin Kamis. Apa sama? Itu juga. Iya. Tapi nggak apa-apa. Yes. Bronya punya gua. Nggak apa-apa. Bronya punya gua. Player kejam mah gini, player kejam. Oh disedot ya? Tak kira disuntik loh. Mohon maaf nih, tak kira disuntik. Itu disedot. Suntik. Parah mah. Di sini nggak ada yang bisa diambil lagi. Kotak-kotak apa udah. Kok aneh. Eksplorasi nggak dapet. Iya, tapi maksudnya kan biasanya nyuntik gitu, nyuntik pengeluarin. Kalau nyuntik masukin ya aneh aja gitu. Tapi memang bisa, memang.
Take it easy.
Cuma gue lebih seneng kalau suntikan itu nyuntik deh. Nyuntik bronya gitu seneng gua.
Let the wind lead.
Iya, tapi aku baru tahu. Kemarin siapa yang bilang eksplorasi penting di konten siapa kemarin? Ada yang ngomong kok. Aku lupa siapa namanya. Ya, kalau eksplorasi di konten mah kayak gini. Gak dapet sudah ini semua soalnya. Aku belum dapet yang gesit sama itu. Aku cuma dapet yang nyuntik doang. Yang nyuntik aja udah ngeselin loh. Gua mau disuntik, gua biarin disuntik aja nggak disuntik sama dia, malah ditabok-tabok, mati gua. Itu bronya gua aja besok itu mau disuntik, agak disuntik, malah mati punya gua. Betul kayak ini. Udah lah.
Take it easy.
Halo, welcome. Ngobrol-ngobrol santai aja nggak apa-apa. Ini loh, dari tadi. Oh, pantes. Mode suntikan keluar kalau kepalanya udah dipecahin kena tembak 3 kali. Oh alah, kemarin gak tembak 3 kali. Kemarin gak aku tembak 3 kali sih. Tapi udah tiba-tiba udah keluar mode suntikan aja sih. Gitu? Enggak, aku langsung mode suntik. Aku langsung mode suntik kok. Aneh. Aku jalan cerita, mohon maaf. Aku jalan cerita nih. Mana tuh? Aku jalan cerita, bukan langsung itu. Kalau yang langsung itu kan harus word 10. Harus level 10 tuh. Gua ketemu langsung udah suntik, makanya gua nyesel itu langsung gua bunuh. Harusnya gua biarin suntik dulu. Enak tuh bronya disuntik. Emang cuci mata dah. Monster ini siapa? Monster ini siapa? Ini tah.
Treasure.
Yang baru ini
One
tah.
way to draw your target out of hiding.
Yang baru masuk tah. Mungkin kan awal baru ketemu. Ya mungkin. Oke. Tapi dia support paling lumayan loh. Masalahnya dia bisa nambah darah itu. Nambah HP kan, bisa nambah HP itunya. Tapi nggak tahu gimana cara nambahinnya tuh. Ya semua nih. Gimana cara ngejelajahinnya? Kecuali aku lanjut jalan cerita. Ya udahlah, aku tak lanjut jalan cerita aja dah. Biar nggak terlalu ini juga. Sorry banget ya. Gak apa-apa. Nanti ngobrol-ngobrol aja kita. Aku lanjut jalan cerita. Soalnya kalau enggak ya apa ya? Nggak ini. Nggak lanjut misinya. Nggak lanjut jalan cerita aja dah. Oh gitu.
Learn the safety rules by heart.
Harus mana itu? Ah ini loh. Kuning-kuningnya nggak muncul tadi. Selin banget. Nggak. Atas.
Take it easy.
Gitu. Aku lanjut jalan cerita dulu, abis jalan cerita ya udah. Mungkin nanti pas off stream aku mainin lagi dah itu. Ya, itu misi wordnya belum tak kerjain tuh. Lupa aku. Ah, ini berarti map yang paling atas ini. Bentar nih. Lama banget naiknya. Alah. Jangan bilang disuruh balik lagi. Itu udah full upgrade kan atau gimana itu? Amin. Jangan bilang tuh belum full upgrade-an. Kalau belum full upgrade-an mungkin aku tak fullin dulu upgrade-an gitu.
Take it easy.
Bentar, tinggal dulu bentar.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death.
Ya gitu lah.
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines
Sudah
of,
upgrade-an belum itu?
"Paimon, go take my grilled fish and put down the Adeptus temptation now." Paimon talked with...
Enggak, itu kan ada upgrade-annya. Disuruh ngupgrade yang Adam, Bronya, sama si Timido. Itu udah upgrade-an full belum? Ini. Oh gitu. Loh, kok punyaku baru muncul? Yang pas tahun kayak 2 tuh. Iya ya. Itu pas tahun kayak 1 kalian 2-3 tahun lalu itu.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked.
That's good. We've taken a look at this.
Wait, why is...
You already went above infiltrating a guarded... Lynette also felt like you have already...
So that's what Lynette thinks.
Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Oh, bukan final itu. Maksudnya kan upgrade-anmu itu udah full belum untuk lawan robotnya itu loh. Untuk lawan robotnya bukan final enggaknya di pas tahun kayak itu bukan. Kamu tuh lah upgrade-annya udah full belum? Untuk lawan kan itu mah ada upgrade-annya lagi gitu. Disuruh upgrade juga.
Also, I'm her brother, remember?
Okay.
Ah ya berarti memang lamanya dari itu kan, nggak tahu kenapa itu. Gila. Berarti memang mesti siap tangan, siap mental sih ya lawannya. Siap tangan, siap mental itu.
Lynette should be... strange.
As expected, Sijuin isn't here.
No, Lynette, unless...
Let's see if there are any...
Okay.
There are some books here. These sure are some interesting books. She even has
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in.
Aku yang lawan robot gede aja udah lama loh ya. Ini lawan yang lebih gede kan yang kamu bilang lama. Aduh. Tangan.
Wait, this thing? The space behind it is... Could Lynette have tried to get inside? Let's look around here for some more clues.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here.
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect...
This is...
Is that all? The back.
Show me! Now!
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she have... Is she already...
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, you mean he was a...
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, you're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though. I'd like to know that, too. Don't panic, just... Wait, you're right. Wait, the fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds... Could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably...
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to... Don't be like this, Lenny.
No, I'm the leader of this operation.
Hey, don't be reckless. Traveler, please.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be... I have to go.
He's rushed out the door! After him!
Right. I feel like we still have...
It's not impossible, but it'll require...
Is that so?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. Someone! Please help! She...
Whoa! you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already... What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. Oh my! What's wrong, little one? Being able to read human expressions is quite... Wait! Wait! It's no use, we have to catch up to him! He's already out of sight! How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Risley's
Gawin.
office!
Oh iya. Itu memang playable itu. Dah. Secure. Sumpah lucu sih itu. Di atas toh. Hey. Oh, playable, wih. Kapan itu keluar tuh?
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my sibling?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start. So you deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape.
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not. What do you really want?
Raiden Shogun bagus juga Raiden Shogun.
Oh,
Mami Shogun enak juga
everyone
Mami.
is here, so I only need to say this once. Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, although as
Siapa ya?
per your
Wait,
Banyak karakter
You
wangi
can't mean-
banyak. Tapi
You
kalau
locked him
kamu
outside
bilang
the
di HSR
city?
itu lebih banyak lagi
I
tuh.
closed the
Pilihannya lebih
fortress's
banyak
gate
itu.
to the outside world.
Fremine's a star diver, so he...
no, we're still here, so we definitely try to.
Why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney... Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede.
So, you've been.
Some of my folks, I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together. Mr. Linney, you need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact...
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members...
Why did you think
Nah,
Father
kalau
sent
kamu
us to
siapa,
invade the
Hamim?
fortress of
Udah
Meripede?
gak ketebak sih.
This place is
Sudah
basically a no
ketebak
man's
sih.
land.
Pasti
It wouldn't be fitting
Kevin
for anyone
Net.
as important as a.
Oh,
terus nih.
I see.
Was this the extent?
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is
Alah.
a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have... Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father.
Linny!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremine left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, there is...
I shouldn't ask Father to do any.
6,
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't...
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf. I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone...
I've been told that the infirmary is always at... I've been told that the infirmary is The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the... Fonta's internal reports suggest... The research note said that the... According to Collins... Fonta's internal reports suggest... The research note said that the Melusi... The Fonta promoter has been struggling. We often see Miss Sijuin observe... Fonta's internal reports... Fonta's internal reports... Fonta's internal reports suggest... We often see Miss Sijuin... According to Collins, the Fonta promoter has been struggling. We often see Miss Sijuin... The Fonta promoter has... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the I've been told that the infirmary...
So that's what's going... The hidden rule of the production zone. At first we thought... She often visits the production zone out of her sense of... Sijuin has unfortunately... The recipients of... Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her... All right, now for my... There are also...
I've been told that the infirmary is... Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial. We often see Miss Sijuin observing... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he... The research note said that... According to Collins, the I've been told that the infirmary is always at... Fonta's internal reports suggest... I've been told that the infirmary is always... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work. According to Collins, the research note said that the Melusine... According to Collins, the Fonta promoter has been struggling because he... Fonta's internal reports... We often see Miss Sijuin observe... The Fonta promoter has... I've been told that the infirmary is always... I've been told that the infirmary is... Fonta's internal reports suggest that there's... The Fonta promoter has been... According to Collins, the pancreas...
Untung.
Paimon gets this back. Hidden rule of the pancreation ring is people can skip, but really, a blood... The company, they came to the Duke, no, and so...
I acknowledge the effort, although based on your description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing... You'll pay for this! Ah!
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sijuin. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace. Sijuin? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional.
Sijuin...
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress. When Monsieur Nervulet asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone.
But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulet told me to. His Grace knows it too.
My dear Sijuin, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all.
What are you talking?
Take me if you want. Let...
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sijuin, I leave.
You...
I believe I hear footsteps.
Some space, please.
Florinda.
Ah, Miss Clarande.
Fremine... Fremine...
What's going on? What is Clarande doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linny. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like...
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial...
What did you...
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup.
I'll talk to Clarande while you get Freminate.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Of course, sorry.
Hello, welcome.
I'm aware that the...
Why would he ingest...
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh,
Where is she?
she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she...
Ini lagi
What's that
lanjutin.
look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Sorry,
Oh, I'm
Sila.
How's the situation out?
The water has changed. I was only out there a short...
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary.
Well, I did try to convince...
It would probably work on...
Let's want some tea?
Not particular.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Are you sure?
My hands and feet...
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Fremine?
He'll be fine. But for now, please...
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side.
On it. Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him.
The Duke and Clarande are gone.
quickly went to get some tea.
Kapan ini bakal bertarungnya?
Take it easy.
Kapan gelutnya gitu loh. Jangan bilang di sini cuma jangan bilang di sini cuma ini aja. Ngomong-ngomong toh. Ini ya dibilang bentengnya kecil loh. Menurutku besar loh. Lebih besar dari monster malah. Salahnya aja masih berapa kali ulti dulu tuh, masih berapa kali skill dulu tuh. Jalan.
He's awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Lenny. Lynette.
We're all here.
The infirmary. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it. Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now. I'm in. Where could Master Child be?
Barbar amat langsung terjun gitu.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered
Killer
with.
ini.
Could he have done it?
tuh. Nah juga ya. Wah, gila.
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it. Frost is coming! Getting here!
Ternyata bisa loh. Turunnya setelah otomatis sih.
This is where the water starts. Master Child probably dived into the water. vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. There are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What the? My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Oke, hebat loh perminat ini. Dia bisa balik.
I can't die here. This. I have to push on.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and
That's right.
Miss Clarand,
Miss Clorant?
You're still too weak.
Miss Lynette is...
a guest. Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her.
You should ask His Grace about... Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna...
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
I take it Mr. Fremonet's condition has...
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siege?
I wanted to check up on Miss Clarand. How are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a...
All right. Thank you for looking out for me.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten? Where should I begin?
Then Paimon will...
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only...
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals. Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a... I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work?
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremonet... The Forbidden Zone has always been...
Are the rumors true?
Why would you put it like that?
Oh, right.
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party.
And saving from...
You can think of it like that, yes. That's not something... All I need to prove to you...
But
You make a compelling case,
yeah, Paimon really wants
Halo, halo, welcome.
even if the truth may not be pleasant. Follow me.
Iya. Ah,
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you forgot. Stand on the...
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa! So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, what a huge door!
There are 3... Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little...
Well, Starfall!
room mental.
Huh. So there's a switch on the...
Stand back.
Whoa! They all just went up one by...
Go on, have a look. I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Very reasonable guesses. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely... Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. Over the past few days, the needle...
The concentration of... primordial seawater? But we're already under...
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising. Yes.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels, the indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all. Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. Some of them began to repent and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them, and so leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon. They gathered as the number of exiles the Hydro Archon, and with that, but as time went on, once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress. Now and again,
But now you know every part of that.
indeed, it's just as the prophecy says. If this, to be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Let's go somewhere else. This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiment.
Wait, Jurier, he's not.
Huh?
No need to panic, you two. I've already...
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about.
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they...
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. Good. Saves me Edwin's main area.
You want to blow up the fort?
Ah, what a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical...
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just use...
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
What a huge... This is also a production zone that Paimon's never...
How much do you know about Fontainian history? Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian... According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila. He called his nation Lemuria.
There's a ship in...
Where there's water, there'll be ships.
Do you really...
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor material, so the moment I began to
Were you inspired by the...
maybe. Were the workers to find out that as the fortress's administrator... Alright, that's enough talking. Seems like you're good. I'll leave you here.
Oh!
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it.
Great.
We're back!
Welcome back.
How can you be so much like Rise?
Huh. Actually, while I was sedated, I could still barely hear two people talking next to me.
Must have been Rise.
Yeah.
I really can't make...
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn...
Yeah, it's...
Very well. Then, would you mind checking... Yeah,
Nobody else is.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is,
Whoa! He's good!
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly... I spent quite a long time thinking about this. What's more, as long as if I had to guess, he probably has something that he's worked...
You're super.
If Risley does have a... that I don't have it.
Let's see.
Could Risley have... If you remember...
Or perhaps he didn't know.
Yeah, that the two of you have... If you ever need any... Though you may not...
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden? Paimon's hungry.
Oh, halo Dim.
Oh,
Welcome.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Welcome. Gimana? Aku mutusin lanjutin story quest lah. Soalnya daripada bosan juga. Eksplorasi nggak ada yang bagus ya. Gak dapet kotak, gak dapet apa. Jadi udahlah lanjutin story quest aja. Lumayan toh. Kabarku baik kok.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well.
Lanjut story quest.
Paimon, over here.
Gimana nih? Dim udah gacha apa aja nih?
Huh.
What would you like to eat? Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get
Baca siapa
whatever
nih?
you'd like. Me too. No problem.
So delicious.
Paimon's still feeling full yet? How's the
Delicious.
I'm Sijuin? A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know
Oh ya
what you're
senjatanya
thinking if I
baru.
want to take good care of you.
You're really good at
Baru
taking care of
senjatanya aja yang muncul.
Really?
Oh, and what? Oh,
Belum Raidennya belum. Raidennya kan patch 2 ya.
Although the path was and
Patch
I
2
was
tuh
keeping
baru.
an eye- You were all super. Get a good night's rest.
Ya. Oh iya. Di mapnya itu ya. Aku lupa. Belum tak ini. Belum tak klaim.
Take it easy.
Mungkin nanti lah habis ini tak klaim. Udah berapa nih gacha? Udah berapa nih? Udah siap nih gacha Raiden? Udah ngumpulin berapa jam nih? Gila ini lama banget. Liftnya tuh lama banget. Web. Terus? Oh, ini kan? Nanti deh, habis selesai. Ya, nanti habis selesai streaming lah mungkin tak kunjungin itu. Dapat sekarang ya? Ah, enak tuh. Nanti lah, mungkin bentar lagi aku habis ini selesai lah. Ya, ini habis selesai, habis off stream aja lah kerjanya. Soalnya tuh kan buka web itu. 20, itu lumayan sih 25 jam per hari ya lumayan. Halo, welcome.
Take it easy.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed. Paimon's
Paimonnya sudah tidur loh.
Delicious.
Out of my way! Get out! What happened? Why is everyone running? No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Who's yelling?
Itu
What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey, wait! What's wrong with these people? They won't.
They're here! Yeah! There you are!
Oh, thank goodness!
Quisto and Lavaroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong. Just Lavaroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count that one—
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should— Yeah, he said to get us—
Oh no, it can't be that thing!
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
We have to go find the Duke! You two just go and get out! Go on without us!
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Attention, please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
tahap daratnya itu loh yang keren banget itu. Yang mantep itu mendaratnya itu loh. Rut.
They're here.
Just like I said.
What happened?
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
Sial. Airnya warna-warni. Oh. 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 That.
Three, two, one.
Keren.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense. The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Belum ada web. Belum ada event.
Neverlet, why are you here?
Traveler, I need you to head to the... Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina. Will do. You...
Bener aku mau lihat tuh nih. Lihat.
Look, there are a ton of Fatilium. Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Nervalet has left instructions. Please, though I'm sure he's already explained.
Oh, ini yang Furina ngobrol sama itu ya?
Oh, so you two are the honored guests.
Of course, of course. How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have...
It is my pleasure to make...
I've already prepared seats for you.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get... See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are...
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You d... I wonder how he's doing nowadays.
Since we're talking about him,
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Child was subdued by Udex Nuvillette right in front of you. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. Coming from you, that's...
but I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier, as you well...
well, in any case...
Oh, and...
Because we found evidence...
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Well...
The fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you... That is good news, at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made...
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written.
Hold on. The what?
I suppose this is also a...
I don't...
Have we entered into the next stage of the
Wah, ini Nuvillette nih.
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day. This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
Keren.
This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
All right. Seems like the problem inside is...
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Indeed.
But I win this bet. You owe me a...
Very well. It was indeed just...
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be out...
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal...
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend.
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the...
Khawatir juga ya itu si New Villette.
I must say, we've spent long enough, Miss Farina. As the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what...
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to... Yet, here you are, relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable? The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster, but you... It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor,
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjecture.
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right... Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my...
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on? Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency...
An emergency response plan?
Oh, that look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
The emergency response plan is also strictly
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what is the purpose of your and what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly... Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina, I suppose...
Yeah, yes.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without the... Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please... Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work... You too, Paimon.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer. Oh, Paimon's super...
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely catering. It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters I need to take care of.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, traveler? We could...
Paimon's coming too!
Ngomong apa nih? Ini apa nih ngomongnya? Penasaran aku.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
That's what Paimon thought.
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father. That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are...
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them. Especially...
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's by the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your... You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the fortress of Meripede.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused? Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparation?
No need. I will take care of it. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her...
Oh? Come over here, you little critter, you! You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But No one will blame someone for taking the bait. It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The hydronosis is not... In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Who are you? And what are you?
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Farina dares not mention this incident to anyone. Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After return, there's no doubt that there's something. I have to find the
Yes, Father.
My dear children.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master...
Probably the handiwork of that... I'm afraid so. This is a good opportunity. Set up a meeting for me. Oh, and...
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth.
Memang sih kalau dibilang Furina tuh udah kayak Archon.
You should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you.
You attacked the high...
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. I've now had 2 chances to... I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of Of course, that is all just how... It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize Don't you think Fontaine is ultimately, though? You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday. He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with the...
Neverett, is it...
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophecy... Thank you for protecting Farina. To put it simply, I used my power to force back the primordial sea and reseal the sluice gate. So as expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. Permission granted.
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? You can't tell us? Then...
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics. I believe so. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us.
Huh?
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking? The dragon of... Huh?
Please do not be so surprised. Farina. My...
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
You guessed correctly. I sincerely...
Right, of course. Well, there's still some...
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use...
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, That stolen power is the basis of the Archon.
There are 7 elemental archons.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history...
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede? We'll see you another time.
Take care.
Oke lah, karena ini udah 2 jam, udah jam udah setengah 11. Aku akhiri dulu ya live streamingnya teman-teman. Kalau kalian suka bolehlah kalian di like, comment, subscribe, dan jangan lupa share ke teman-teman kalian ya teman-teman. Sama aku mengingatkan lagi kalau kalian mau tahu tentang aku live streaming atau libur, ada di deskripsi linknya. Ikutin aja Discordnya. Oke, saya Adrian Gamez, sampai bertemu di next live streaming. Dadah. Thank you.